The place to be on Sundays is right here on the Signal 284 from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. with your LoveLink crew, Lola, and your boy T to the E to the J. Juicy topics on all things love and relationships. Listeners' discretion is advised. The views and opinions of the LoveLink show does not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the Signal 284 staff or team. This show is intended for mature audiences only. Listeners' discretion is advised. We are not experts, however, we are just a set of opinionated people having conversations that we would usually have off air amongst each other on air, along with the help of the internet. Please, we ask that you censor your words once you're calling in, as we know one can become very passionate. So try your best to be as creative as you can. Here, we use love muscle and love muffin when necessary. When texting, please make a reference to your message, as sometimes we have already moved on and are not exactly sure what you're responding to. So, in order to avoid confusion, help us to help you. Please remember that this show is completely listener-based for now. So we want to hear from you, our listening audience. You can hit us up at 284-544-6677, whether it be on WhatsApp, call, or text, or straight text. Or if you're on the website, you can just message us. It's anonymous any which way. To keep up with us, you can check in with us on our socials at The Signal 284 for Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Guys,
Hey.
this is your LoveLink crew here on this beautiful Sunday in September. What's happening? Are we so out of...
Wait, so we got to get back into the groove?
We got to get back in the groove.
Okay. We're going to get back into the groove.
Let's start again. Hi, this is your girl Lola alongside...
Your girl Hennessy alongside.
Your boy T to the E to the J. This is my birthday month.
Whoop,
and I'm
whoop.
going to celebrate all month long.
The month nearly done though.
Stop there.
What she hating?
she
All
hating?
Monday until next month, you know.
You know,
Exactly.
next time we were on break. I just letting people know.
Sure.
Gifts and checks
Huh?
are welcome,
You want checks?
as well as cash.
Checks or bongs? Cash.
Don't worry.
Cash only.
Hot
ATH, ATH. ATH.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You know we love when you give us your Sunday. We are trying something a little different today with the YouTube. So welcome to all of Linkers from the LoveLink crew.
Yeah.
And welcome back to us.
Yes,
It's
and
been a
welcome
minute.
back.
We've been on break.
We have been on
Hope
break.
you've missed us.
Oh yeah, they did. When I sent out the message last week, persons were like, I thought y'all were going to start back September, the first Sunday in September.
Yeah, I tell somebody that would have been. Yeah, I apologize if you see this. I assumed incorrectly, but we're back.
We are back. But a lot has happened since we met. We made 5 years. We are officially a 5-year-old.
Dun, dun, dun. If I thought we were 4. Dun, dun, dun.
Last year was 4.
I said we're 4.
Yeah.
5.
We are
so
five.
what are we, toddlers or are we kindergartners? No? No? Okay, sorry. It's school time. I'm sorry.
But yes, we made 5. And other things have been happening, but we do want to pause right now in our regular programming.
We want to wish or bid our condolences or sincere condolences to one of our avid listeners. She know who she is from the LoveLink crew.
From the LoveLink crew. We're
Right.
sending lots of love and kisses your way.
Yeah.
Love alone. There are no words. So we just send the love and the kisses.
We sure do.
All right. So, because I'm extra, I'm trying to come out of this. So, what is our topic for tonight?
It's a good topic.
It is.
It's a very, very good topic.
All our topics are good
A lot
topics.
of people ask themselves that question before they even say think and leap it into it.
Okay.
So the question or the topic is marriage really for everyone? Can I say it again?
Yes.
You sure
Is
can.
marriage really for everyone?
I want for you to know. A lot of us don't ask that question, okay? Just so you know.
Oh, we don't ask it out loud.
A lot of us assume that we are marriage material,
Oh,
and we may not be marriage material. Yeah.
I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you.
All right, so tonight we're going to look at some scripture, history, culture, what they say about marriage, and if marriage is truly for you. So let's start, guys, with the biblical lens.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's start with the biblical lens.
TJ is the hand under the.
I'm telling you.
What he trying to say, Lola? You
I
see
don't
your
know.
thing, your hair?
I don't know. So let's okay. Remember now, one of the main things for those of you who are watching us for the very first time, we just have open conversation. We just happen to have mics here with us and a phone.
And a camera. And lights.
Action.
Okay. All those things that he said, yes. But we really and truly, we are just 3 persons in a room who have our own opinions, but we always encourage persons to
Share theirs.
share theirs. Y'all sound so lovely when you do your thing. It's been a minute, you forget.
No, it's not a minute. TJ, you
It's been a few months.
It's been a few months, but you got it. You could start. No? If you want to share, you can call us or message us. It's WhatsApp.
Yes.
WhatsApp. Tell me the eyes.
iMessage. FaceTime audio.
At 284-544-6677. That's 284-544-6677. Should we still got it?
Lovely.
We got it. But we gotta get these ice stuff under.
Yeah. I just really can't go to ice stuff. I'm a Samsung, I'm Android. You can tell.
But yes, you can definitely reach out and tell us what you think if we are talking
Waka-taka.
Oh, you can load for that one though.
Yeah.
You can load.
Yeah.
But yeah, because our opinions are our opinions and we disagree within the room. So if we're disagreeing within the room, then it's no surprise that people at home will be disagreeing.
Oh yeah.
But
But see, the thing is though, y'all disagree when y'all debating with one another. Y'all gotta share the information, come under the live.
Facts.
Type it in there,
Yes.
say what you were
Send your
debating,
messages.
and help us know what's going on. Because I be meeting people and it's like, yeah man, me and my person home debating. I'm like, yeah, share. So share the link, like it up,
I agree.
We on YouTube, guys. We on YouTube. Okay, all right, good. Sorry.
All right, so I have my pastor friend to my right. Wait, he not pastor friend?
You thought she didn't by herself. You thought it.
So let's go, pastor friend. We know that in Genesis, marriage was introduced from early o'clock and it's presented as a gift
Early o'clock.
because it says it is not good
For a man
for a man.
to be alone.
There you go.
Okay. Let us keep going down the rabbit hole. Keep going.
Rabbit hole.
Keep going down
I
the
like
rabbit
his
hole.
choice of words.
Talk to us about this man not being alone. Now, yes, he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. We know that. But at the end of the day, we can still come to somewhat of an agreement because the Bible also says, Paul also says, if it was for him, he would rather be single.
Yes.
Right?
So
And there are a lot of reasons why God spoke about marriage. Because some of us burn with passion. And marriage really and truly is about companionship. First and foremost, it's about companionship. And singleness has its pros. Like you said, we're going to talk about singleness. But when it comes to marriage /singleness, it is for the individual to decide really and truly which one suits them.
I agree.
The Bible also say everybody was not meant to be married.
Where you find that?
I can't remember where it is, but I read it.
Well, the reality is...
It's not the exact words that I'm saying.
It wouldn't be exact
but
words,
it's just saying, it's not verbatim, but it's saying that some of us are blessed with singleness because you're supposed to, to give your time to God. So, yes. Not giving you verbatim, but I'm giving you what's in the Bible.
That's one of the advantages of
Yes.
being single, is that you focus your attention on those things of God.
Yes.
And when you are married, your first priority is your house, your wife. And then from there, once you understand the Godhead in itself, you give God his praises, but you can't forget, you literally can't forget the responsibility of the home.
Yes.
So, but yeah.
Yep.
So basically, historically, culturally, we have embraced marriage and singlehood.
We have.
Yes.
Yeah, we've valued both of them.
Yes.
Because we know when it comes to even the different types of religion that we have monks, we have nuns, and they swear to celibacy, which of course means, singlehood. And many of them live very fulfilled lives without marriage. So, of course, no, I have to take off my glasses now because I want us to have a conversation tonight. Because for me, I had the question with myself, right? And you know what I thought? I thought to myself,
Lola.
don't come for me, please. Don't come for me. It's too early to come for me.
Oh, no. This song's good. Go ahead.
It's
About to sound good.
Yeah.
I feel in my heart
In your heart.
that marriage is for everyone. However,
You don't make me look so bad on these things. That's the same thing. But she believe in what you call it, soulmates. Please.
Lola, your script does not change.
I'm telling you. I tell you what this song in Lola brain. But anyway, go ahead.
I don't know. Y'all make me feel like land.
No. I was just about to say that. You grew up in La La Land. Shoo, I out there struggling on my 115 chapter and I still can't get a husband. Well, probably my fault. But anyway, Trees.
But, okay, you continue making your point. Keep going. You think it's for everyone?
I do.
Okay, so you're saying that everyone has someone.
I do believe that.
Okay.
And it would go against everything because as Lola said, as Henny said, as Henny stated, if you're an avid listener, you will know, you pretty much would know where my thought process is. I haven't changed. So,
Well, for me,
Check your messages.
for me, it's more about, because even when you look through the Word of God, it's more about a choice. It's about a choice. It's about humans or we figuring out what we want and committing to it. So, but I got you.
I don't know. I just feel like it was intended. It was made for God, but just like a lot of things that God made for us, man just come in and change things.
Facts. Tear it all to shreds.
So for me, I just feel like this is another one of those things that we just take for granted, that God has blessed us with this gift and we just choose to do something different because we write our own rules.
Okay.
I think because God give us the opportunity to choose, That's the problem in the beginning. You either choose me or choose something else, and a lot of us just choose ourselves as opposed to God.
True. And if we are talking about marriage in itself is a broad
Yeah.
concept for many people.
it?
Yeah. It takes a lot. It takes a lot.
Okay.
It takes a lot.
Any messages there?
Not yet. Good nights, yeah. I don't know.
Oh, okay. So we're just getting some good nights. All right, thank you. All right, so basically now when we look at tradition, society expectations, what comes to your mind when you think about that and marriage? What comes to your mind? Like women, you are brought up to become a wife. You know, we have some
To keep
ethnic
house.
groups that basically they train the boys from young, they train the girls from young on how to be a spouse. So what then? If this is your path, this is what you've always been, I don't want to say trained, but for lack of a better word, what do you do in those situations now? Aren't you still expected? Am I not still expected to grow up to be a wife?
Yeah, because I think in some religions, at a certain age, if you're over 30, I think, you're not. Is unmarriageable is a word?
Unmarried?
You cannot. You're not. You are way too old to be considered to be married.
Okay.
Then you have other cultures. If you're not married, you know, then it's like it's something strange to them in the society. So it's like it depends on the culture that you grew up in. Marriage is, like Lula was saying, an important factor. You know, so you were trained to do that. That's what you're supposed to be doing.
So traditionally, we do have it where some parents get involved in a whole marriage thing, right? It is their choice to choose a spouse for, you know, to choose a man for their daughter. In some cultures, it's about a dowry, a dowry. You know, where obviously you pay a bride price. In some cultures, look, even right here, you know, like you said, by a certain age, people like all up in your business. One, why you don't have no children. Two, why you ain't get married yet. Three,
What you waiting for?
what you waiting for?
Well,
you
the
know?
man.
So, or, you know, somebody say a good woman. You know, but at the end of the day, despite all of that, it still boils down to the individuals. Whether they want to be married, you know, who they marry at the end of it.
Yeah, but some cultures don't give you that choice.
That leeway, right?
Yeah, you don't have that choice but to be married.
I guess so. To each their own.
Definitely. See, you know, in modern times, now we're doing what we want. So, hello.
Well, even in modern times, according to where you go, you still can do what you want.
Yeah,
But
that is very true, too.
Controlling my iPad. All right, so I have a message, and it says, boys are not trained to be husbands, but girls are trained to be wives.
Okay. We respect
So boys
that
are
opinion.
trained to be what?
That
Ramcats?
is true. No, they are trained to provide and protect. That's it. I'm going to go out and I'm going to work for the money and I'm going to bring it home and give you, and you do what you do your thing, keep the house and the children, and I go and chillax. I'm assuming that's what that is.
So I'm going to say this, because when we talk about training, I wouldn't say train. We educate our children on marriage. We educate our children on that provider thing. Again, most children practice what they see. So if they don't see it, they don't live it, right? They begin to interpret what marriage is for them or what a relationship is for them, because they're also influenced by social media. And those things are playing or taking a stab also at culture, because culture in itself evolves.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, what my son grows up and see in the house still might be influenced with what he watches and who else he's around. So at the end of the day, we can only hope that as parents, our children actually gravitate to some of the good things or to all of the good things that we showcase. That ain't always the case.
That's not always the case.
True. I'm with you.
But piggybacking off of what he said, if I grew up in a home where it's an extended family and everybody has kids, but they're not married, I'm going to accept that as the norm.
Yes.
So I'm going to think, if my mom did it, my aunties did it, my grandmother did it, why do I have to get married? I tell you, managers come and muck up the water. When
That's true.
God had certain things, certain provisions, certain expectations
That's true.
for his mankind.
It's true. Is that giving us a choice thing? But you could do what you want, I'm gonna allow you and stuff, and it's like, okay, cool. Run straight with it. Problem. Man. And when we say man, we mean human beings.
Human.
Please.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Please.
Right.
Whoo, cause
Right.
I'm not able. I'm not able.
And because of that, the question that we have, is marriage really for everyone? It comes down to that choice. It comes down to that fundamental choice where each and every one of us choose what we want. So whether we say that there is somebody for everybody, somebody might just say straight up, I just want to be a friend. I'm good being in the friend zone. That's what some people are going to
Oh,
say.
you're just gonna get me all hot.
Some people are going to say, I need a husband. I can't do without the husband.
Again, because of what they grew up being drilled in their head. It all comes down to, your upbringing. It all comes back to your upbringing.
And maybe the circumstances that we have encountered over the years.
So you realize I was the only one who answered the question.
With what?
Do you think marriage is for everybody?
Oh, I think by us sucking of the teeth, everybody don't know what our...
I don't have an answer. You didn't hear.
Like,
You have to go
we
again.
have done the answer.
I don't know.
They
I
even
don't
loud enough.
appreciate. I mean, but it's okay. That's the whole reason we have LoveLink.
No.
Everybody's not going to agree with
No,
each other.
I
all
don't
the
think
time.
it is. I don't think
But
it is. I don't think it is.
I'm standing my 10 toes down.
I know.
Because I do believe that
I
there
know.
is somebody out there
For everybody.
for everybody.
Yeah, you would know. It's not every moldy bread have a cheese, every moldy cheese have a bread.
So just for the record, since we want this to be on record, I don't believe in that.
Neither do I.
So let me just look at
So
it
we
from this
together.
perspective, in the context of what
Let me hear what you're
biblically
saying.
is.
Yes, let me hear what you're saying.
if it got more women than men in this world, no. If it ain't got, well, so I can't say that there is someone for.
I'm mad at you.
There isn't.
You just see, Pastor, you have that little twinge of man still, a little fleshly man. That answer there was filled with some kind of 5% of flesh. I went through, Cut it out. I really don't think it is. A lot of us want to be, i.e. I want to be, but
I would say, okay, if we want to say that maybe everybody there's a companion.
See, here we go again.
No.
Here, Exhibit A.
what I actually want to say,
A.
I can't say. So I'll leave it alone. There's a companion, but there's there is a love muscle for every cookie. Even if it's multiple at a time.
So no matter,
I'm just saying.
it sounds to me like no matter how we try to put it, it's still gonna end up saying no.
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 It really no.
From those two. But there's this one over here.
Well, somebody have to disagree with us, what I'm just saying.
I mean, listen, if if I agreed, I would have said I agree, and that's okay if we have a panel where everybody agrees. However, I'm sorry, I'm gonna stand alone by myself. I do believe that we were all
Meant for someone?
yes, I do.
What is this? A Whitney Houston song or something like that?
It was designed. Okay, I'm okay because I'm hung up on words, right?
No, it wasn't.
So
designed.
it was designed for everyone.
Nope. That's
But
not what the
is
Bible
it
said.
really for everyone?
No and no.
You understand?
I like how you.
So we know that when two people are courting and two people have been dating for a long period of time, eventually it is expected that those individuals get married. That is the end goal. Because you would find a lot of people say, listen, if we're just friends with benefits, I'm just wasting my time because that's not my end goal.
Right.
My end goal is to get married. And we know that everybody loves a good love story. Thanks to Hollywood. But everybody loves a good love story. So people thrive. They aspire to eventually get married. I've seen stuff on Facebook where this one girl admitted that she was engaged for 7 years. And the guy was like, sis,
7
the
years?
Bible say 7 years is completion. If he ain't figure out by now
Correct.
that he won't be
That's
with
several
you.
degrees. What is happening? That's several
7 years.
degrees.
So it's like, I don't know if I respect him because clearly he's not he's not ready to be married. I'm torn. Like I don't know if he was toying with her just to get to her to stay, but he knows that he doesn't really want to get married because 7 years is a very long time to have somebody engaged.
No, that was his placeholder.
He was engaged. Okay.
They're engaged for 7 years.
That was his placeholder for sure, and he's still looking for the right one for him. Because ain't no way a man is going to marry it, and I know it couldn't be age either. So therefore,
Yeah.
And even if you could get married in a little office, that's the quickest thing. You could do that, and then you do a big wedding after if that's the situation. But no. I don't think.
I don't have enough background
To speak on that.
to make a sound
Talking
observation or judgment
On what?
on this scenario. But a lot of men hold back from. They might engage, but a lot of men hold back because some aspect of the relationship to take it further, they might not be prepared for. They might not be ready for, or they might be preparing for, and for them, they just haven't gotten to that level of preparation as yet. A lot of other men,
7 years though?
hey,
Come on.
listen,
7
if the
years?
man was getting everything
7
that he should be getting in the marriage, a lot of people,
We have a caller.
TJ.
he done getting it.
We
TJ.
have a
TJ.
caller.
TJ.
I'm telling you.
Good night, you're on LoveLink.
We're not hearing
Nothing at all. Are we connected? Oh. We're not hearing.
Hello.
He's not coming through. We'll call it
Call
not
back.
coming through. Probably something else.
Okay, so until we get this thing fixed, I can say that
Okay, can we try now? Hello.
Hello.
All right.
Hi, good night.
LoveLink Crew, good night, watching.
good night, good night. We
okay,
good,
now
my
with
brother.
A
you.
little bit higher.
How you doing? Good, I trying to listen, but I don't know if it's my location, but it keep dropping out.
Yeah.
So you can listen to us on the signal284.com. You may not get to see us
But you'll
tonight,
hear us.
but you can definitely get to hear us tonight.
All right. I like the topic. All right. I like the topic. The little bit I get so far, I like it.
Oh.
But I ain't getting to get the whole gist of the thing.
Okay,
Got
so you're gonna come off of the YouTube, and those of you who are getting the frustrated thing, I'm so sorry. We're apologizing. This is our first show that is YouTube. So we're gonna iron out the kinks. Hopefully by next week we will be good to go. But for right now, you may not get to see us. That's fine. Just go to the signal284.com and press the play button to the top of the screen.
And you should hear us. Just won't see us.
I'm going to try a thing.
All
All
right.
right, then.
Thank you. All right. So I'm glad that we were able to clear that up
All right, cool.
and let persons know that there's another medium that they can use to listen to us. So as I was stating, a lot of us, we grew up, the music. I'm telling you, not the music of today, by the way, but the music that hit your soul, to make you. And then you had the movies, you had your family members that you mirrored. You even have celebrity couples that you tried to mirror, et cetera, et cetera. So you grow up thinking that this is it. Every girl already fantasizes about what her wedding is going to be like, the dress, the whole ceremony, everything. But at the end of the day, after all has settled, are they really prepared to be married? I think that is what ultimately, because some people do rush into marriage because, and I thought that one of the things that we were going to talk about was, some people don't want to burn.
With passion. Yes.
No.
Oh.
Well, no, burn. So
Okay.
they get married, so they don't burn. Okay. So a lot of persons, they rush into marriage, and then what? Then what? What happens, guys?
Then reality hit them.
Then reality hits them, and you realize that, hey, love don't pay the bills. That's my mantra. Love don't pay the bills at the end of the day. So what do you do then? But even when you get hit with those curveballs, that doesn't mean you didn't want to get married, So that's why I say the question in itself is flawed.
Yeah.
The question in itself is flawed. Because even at this point, when I realize that this person that I'm married to, I don't want to be married to this person, but that doesn't mean if marriage is for me. If you understand my question.
It doesn't mean that marriage is not for you.
Not for me. Thank you. So the question, I think, is flawed.
So I'm going to say this, right? Throughout life, I have come to realize that a lot of people, after getting married, and they look back, they only wanted the wedding.
Correct.
And didn't understand what it will take for the marriage to be successful.
Correct.
Because a lot of people have been the flower girl, the bridesmaid, the maid of honor, their entire life. Some have been the ring boy, the groomsman, and the best man all their life. All they have in their house is the pictures of going through that.
All my life I had to fight.
So at the end of the day, when you finally get married, you realize, well, wait a minute, the wedding done gone. 3 years in, we still paying for the wedding. And we cussing now about the cost of the wedding, and you can't enjoy the marriage.
Well,
Facts.
true.
You're going to get the whole loan just to get guac in the oil for 2 seconds.
I've heard about that.
I ain't tripping about it, to each their own, but we don't realize that marriage is work.
That.
Yeah.
And I think that's what scares some people about it as well, because it's not just the pretty dangles sparkly day, but then what about the everyday, the everyday
the
time?
The honeymoon wears off.
I've listened to I think Viola Davis, and she said people don't realize that the work you have to put in every day, until you have to wake up every day to the same person every day. And then you want to just hit that person that slap when they're sleeping because they annoy you so much. It's like, so I don't know. I can't speak on behalf of marriage. I can speak on behalf of singles. But I'm saying,
listen.
Listen.
To the words.
I am.
Hello. You on YouTube? Copyright us?
No, but they can't. Music is not playing.
But no, man, for real, all jokes aside, it's marriage is, as TJ said, it's a lot of work. It's about those words Lola does not like to talk about, like sacrifice and compromise
And I'm sorry.
and resilience.
Say it again. And
No, but I don't have a
sorry.
problem with saying I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm good at saying I'm sorry. I don't have a problem with that. But really and truly, marriage, it takes, because you got to deal with this person. This is not where you were just living apart. And how to put it? Like, okay, we have an argument. You go back to your apartment. I go back to my apartment, and everything bless. You got to share a bed with this individual. And I remember when I used to go to, I attended UVI. When I used to go down on the boat, I remember this man telling me on the boat that, he his wife was upset with him, right? Why his wife was upset with him? Because he went and put in a full-size bed.
What he had before?
A queen.
Hold on,
So
wait,
he put in a full-size bed
High five to that guy.
Why we
because he see, when she mad with me, she'll be so far on the edge. She'll be so far on the edge. No, she ain't got no choice with the
can't
full-size bed.
She
Can't run and go nowhere. So she got to make up. Because women could hold a grudge, I guess, for a very long time. So when I heard that, I bust out laughing because I got a king size bed. So I got a lot of space. At the end of the day. But really and truly, it requires a lot of work. And when you have your mindset, like, I don't want to not be angry anymore. I mean, right now, I don't want to make up right now. You have some people who feel that way. Like, let me be angry. I don't want...
I feel that would be me. Like, please.
I don't want to be... I ain't ready to make up yet.
No.
Because I ain't get my
wallow
anger...
in the vexation any
Yes.
longer. Yes.
I ain't get my anger out long enough. You have a call.
Correct. Because, I don't know. Good night, you're on LoveLink.
Good night, Linkers.
Yes,
Oh.
I can hear you.
I get in a little 1 cent before and I was calling to really try putting a little 2 cent. And the YouTube working good. I was just on the YouTube earlier. I was just on the regular signal radio thingy. Anyway, YouTube jamming.
All right.
Listen, here's what I don't understand. I like to play basketball. My wife knows everything relates back to basketball.
All the analogies.
To be good at basketball, I got practice. I got work hard. I got put in the work, make them sacrifices. I got do what I need to do to become even decent. We go to school from kindergarten to 12th grade. Then we go for 4 years of college, some 8, some even more. And we put all that work in so we could be good at whatever we're doing in our profession. And then we just want to jump up and get married. Nobody want to put no work. Nobody want to practice before the big game. Nobody want to study no strategies. It's just like everything else in life. You got to put in the startup so you could be good at it when you get in it. But we don't just want to jump up like y'all stated earlier. We don't want all the highlights, all the flash. So we can take out a big loan and we have a big party. Marriage, that ain't got nothing to do with being married.
True.
Are you still on there? Oh.
You're still on here, loud and clear. We will just let you put your 2 cents across. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that my little 2 cents. I think we need to put in some work beforehand. We need to practice a little bit.
All right.
Beforehand.
All right. Okay then.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks for calling.
All right.
So Lola, I like where the caller mentioned about the practicing and stuff, and we're under the love section, and you did mention that love doesn't pay the bills.
No.
So what about like shared finances and
Maybe that's why some people may not be ready.
you don't have somewhere to put somebody to live and the 50-50 talk and stuff like that. So what up? I asking for a friend.
What's the question again? Is marriage really for everyone? Okay, so you're basically saying, you're asking, okay, I want to make sure I understand. So this person wants to get married, but they can't get married. But they want to get married. So
Right.
marriage is for everyone.
Where in my question did you hear me confirm
I tried to
that
compute.
marriage is for everyone?
I
What
tried to
about,
compute.
okay, so listen, finances are issue where a lot of divorces occur, right? I think. Listen, don't hold me against it, but I'm
For some,
holding to
yeah.
it, right? So if you don't have the money, and I'm assuming it would be the man, because the man would be the head of the home, and if he doesn't have enough money or a place to put said wife, he could want to be married, yes, but how would he be able to support himself and his wife, and where would he put himself and his wife if he have nowhere to put her and himself, but he wants to be married? How does that work? Because you can't just go to the bank and be like, listen, or go to somebody in real time, like, listen, no, here's some love. Take the love and give me a place.
Okay.
What happens in those scenarios?
So you're saying that marriage is not affordable today. Is that what you're saying? In that scenario, marriage is not affordable.
For him, yes.
Well,
But let me ask a question. I'm going to ask a question. Isn't it easier to have a partner with to make the load lighter than to be a single person?
Hold on. Now we're talking about the head of the household now. Come on. Let's be biblical.
Yeah, but
Be
we together.
biblical.
It's a partnership.
So 50-50 are we talking about here now?
no.
I ain't talking about 50-50 yet, but I'm just saying, if our plan is to get married,
Right.
and I know that as the head of the house, I would allow you to lead
Right.
in where we are going to live,
Right.
which is fine. But why would you take all that strain on yourself and where we going to go? Why can't
As the
we be
husband.
up? No, me as the wife. Why can't I assist financially?
So you're saying that it's okay.
That was my question.
I know. So you're saying that it's okay for the woman to financially help.
Why not?
This is before marriage?
Why not?
Oh, I don't know. I asking are you married?
Okay. So I don't want us to get mixed up.
Right.
One, you began talking about getting married, and it's not
Wanting to be married.
Wanting to be married. So these are two single people wanting to come together, want to come together
Want to be married.
to start a family, right?
Well, that's not the scenario. The scenario is a guy who wants to be married.
The guy, so the
He
woman don't
just-
want to be married.
He don't have a woman yet.
You
That's
ain't
a
make yourself
whole
clear.
different
You
ball
ain't
game.
make yourself clear.
So
pal.
okay, A guy wants to be married.
So a guy wants to be married. He doesn't have a female yet.
Companion.
A companion.
Yeah, he doesn't have a female, a friend. He's
or
not
whomever,
courting.
a companion.
Right.
But he doesn't
wants to get married.
Right. He doesn't feel like he is fit to because he doesn't have the finances.
Okay.
Or the place.
Okay, I'm gonna let Lola take this one.
No,
Oh.
I can be bad and say you giving the man a little too much thought going on there.
What you say?
Explain.
For true? Tell me. Tell me more.
So a man is just gonna get up one day and say, I want to be married.
They have men who ready.
I don't believe
Hold on.
that.
No?
Hold on.
No,
You
I
see,
don't
there's
have a
difference
woman.
when you say there's a difference when you say that this man wants to be married and he knows to
doesn't-
himself he doesn't have the finances to begin something versus a man who wakes up and who is ready. Two different people.
Yeah.
Because one who is ready prepares the way. For marriage. Yes, a lot of people get married and they get married for all kind of reasons. But when a man knows he is ready, the finances aren't an issue. Putting his wife someplace is not an issue. Feeding his family is not going to be an issue. Communication is not going to be an issue because even though we say love don't pay the bills, if you find someone that you want to be married to, there will be an agreement on how things are going to go in that marriage. So at the end of the day, like Lola is saying, it becomes a partnership because marriage is never 50-50. And marriage is always a partnership. Now the question is how we engage in that partnership. What do we understand when it comes to this partnership? What roles are we playing in this partnership? How invested are we in this partnership? So that is a different ball game or a different stratosphere in regards to, is he ready? When he is ready, he finds a partner who is like him.
Okay.
And if he doesn't find that partner who is like him, God gives him the strength to take care of this
To
woman
find
who is
his soulmate.
You know what? Okay, so then you're saying love wins at the end of the day.
love wins, love conquers, and you see,
Love will always win.
a lot of us throw things out in the air, but without the foundation of love,
Love always wins.
love conquers everything,
Everything.
every single thing.
I support that
Where
message.
is my loves, the spirit, anti-love?
No, I do agree. But I hear what Henny's trying to do. I understand what she's trying to do, Henny, I do. However, I feel that when you share, when you have that joint partnership, it is way better than if you trying to chuck it along by yourself.
Okay.
Because you are not designed to be alone. Sorry. Don't come for me, but that's just how I feel.
No, you in that statement, you are correct. None of us were designed to be alone. But not all of us were meant to be married.
You see how he's playing with words? He's turning into Lola Jr. here.
I just drink my water, my
All right, so what about those guys that are career driven?
Okay.
and females. Don't just talk about guys.
I
alone.
said
Guys in general.
No, I'm talking to both of you.
Oh,
my
humans?
guys.
Oh.
You guys.
guys.
So what about? Okay, give me some more information.
They're career driven.
They're not into the marriage thing. They just
Yeah,
want to have
they
a
don't.
career.
Their fulfillment is upward
Reaching their
mobility.
glass ceiling and
Yes.
busting through it,
Yeah.
and that's fine.
That's where their satisfaction comes
That's
from.
their satisfaction. No. What I have learned over the years is that for some people, when they have reached where they have want to, and they reflect or they look back, some people, some not all, some people say, I focused so much
Yep.
on my career and advancing in my career, and now when it's time for me to settle down, I am of a particular age where I can't bear children, or where whatever it is. A lot of people look back in agony and in anguish. But at the end of the day, If your goal is your career, if your career is your goal and you've accomplished it, look, pat yourself on the back. At the end of the day, you accomplished what you set out to do. You know, and for me, don't look at not accomplishing something that was later on down on your list as you know, as is the end of the world, because it's not. What we have to do is just transition to the next thing that we want to achieve on our bucket list.
So see, Lola, marriage is not for everybody. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Again, because they went in and say it's not for them.
But that's why I'm telling you it's not for everybody. Yeah.
everybody.
No, it's not.
It was designed for everyone.
No, it was not. Mm-mm.
It really
Who designed this? The Matrix?
Ask her again.
All right. So basically, we know that we do have those individuals that are career driven.
Yeah.
We do. We do.
Yeah, but just have those who just really don't want to be married. They have some females who don't see that bearing children is a necessity to be a woman, you know?
True.
Or being married to a man. Sorry, being married, period, sorry. It's not important to them. It's not like because a lot of us look at marriage and relationships as an accomplishment, and it's actually not.
What?
I am learning that. It's not.
I don't understand.
They say it's
Make
not
that
an,
make sense.
They say it's not an accomplishment.
What is it?
I have no idea.
So every rites of passage, you know, like we grow up and we realize, I mean, if you're from the BVI, if you're from the East End area, one of the rites of passage is what? You gotta jump that bridge. Once you live East End.
TJ, did you jump the bridge?
Plenty of times.
Okay, it is a rite of passage, right?
Lola, did you jump the bridge? Ah, boy. Okay.
So it's an accomplishment that you must take off or X off or something like that, right? So I don't know if I understand, if I support what you're saying.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, some person don't look at it as an accomplishment.
How can
Like,
that not be an accomplishment?
I don't need it. I don't need it to be accomplished in life to be married to somebody or to have children. So yeah, women is what I'm saying. I don't know about men.
Well, TJ, anybody who's listening, they can call in.
I'm still trying to wrap
And
my head
say-
around it, but
I'm not 100%. It's just something that is
okay.
expected.
So I'm gonna follow your lead, Henny, and say that I'm gonna put myself in the category.
Mm-hmm.
It is not an accomplishment for me. Let's say that. Marriage is not an accomplishment for me because I realize that an accomplishment is that I have exceeded. I have concluded the task. And the reason why it is not an accomplishment is because I am still accomplishing. You understand? At the end of the day...
All right, Lola Jr.
What is going on here? You know, so I'm going to look at it from that perspective because there's always work to do.
I know
It's
which
not an
ways.
exam.
All wins are wins, whether big or small. They're accomplishments. Because they have a lot of people who want to get married but can't. So why wouldn't getting married be an accomplishment?
Would it be considered a personal accomplishment?
No, it is all intrinsic.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What about
Tell me.
the infamous gender roles?
In marriage?
No, you mean gender roles in terms of why people may not want to
Yeah.
get married?
Yeah.
So I'm independent.
Because it have
We don't. I'm breaking the mold of the gender roles.
because it still have men in this modern world that thinks that women should be the sole
Housemaker?
housemaker. And they are the ones that go out and work. Even though females do have careers, women have careers now, they still expect her to be the sole homemaker and child carer and all that good jazz. So I think that's like I think that may be a turn off from persons wanting to be married as well. I'm just saying.
It might be a turn off for some, as well as it might be something that others look forward to.
It have persons who love being homemakers.
Yeah.
God bless them.
Love
I'm not
it.
one of them.
Love it. But at the end of the day, in that scenario, or on that level, it is to each their own. If that is a path that someone wants to go down and say, look, being a homemaker is for me and this is what I want. And even if at a later date in their life or time in their life, they want to transition out of that, because at some point, the children do move on, so it's acceptable once both spouse agree on that.
Okay.
I'm just laughing because I have so much messages on my phone. I apologize.
What's wrong?
The first one is saying, Lola, fix your face. The second one, I guess because maybe that was around the comment when you all were disagreeing with me, but I'm a custom. They're always
You
against
wouldn't
me.
think she will work off custom tip.
But I custom. Them suckers are always against me.
That's not true.
They'd be high-fiving and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, you feel
This one says, I'm watching you on my TV. So big up to YouTube.
Hello.
YouTube makes it much easier. Eh?
Pick up.
Okay.
All right. And then we have here, I think people confuse a wedding with a marriage. TJ on point.
Yes. That is very true.
Those are the messages that I have.
So TJ, question for you. What about those men who feel, okay, they want to be married, right? But they feel so pressured because, men are providers and protectors. They feel pressured, but they don't want to be married per se at some point because they feel pressured to have to be the provider and the protector.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because then you have to
So,
I talk about the guys who like to provide more than 50% of the finances, the financials and every other thing else. And when it comes under providing, not just money, but that the man stuff. Help me.
So you're saying that there are some men who don't want to be
That's what
married
it sounds like.
because they don't want to provide
be the lead.
Right.
all of those things.
Right.
So what to say
The
about
pressures.
those guys?
Right. The
Don't
pressure.
get married.
That's what I'm saying. That sounds silly. If you don't want to get married, don't get married.
If persons don't see themselves as a father, if they don't see themselves as someone, and a father not only to the children or to children to come, if they don't see themselves as a father figure to even their wife to be, because when a father gives his daughter, he gives her into the hands of another man to continue the role of father, of protector, of supporter, all of these things that the father figure is supposed to do. That's the role of man. So if you don't want to do none of that, leave the people and girl child alone.
Leave the people, children, them alone.
Leave them alone. Because to be a father, whether you are a godfather, whether you are a father, or whatever father it is, commitment to the role, to the purpose and why you were created, if marriage is that avenue, shouldn't be taken lightly. And Lola, I strongly agree with that. Whether it's biblical understanding, and even in Bible, you might see where there was many women to one man, right? Many men in the Bible, understand, took care of the household. So it didn't matter how much children you had. That is why in those days, farming was so important, because you had to provide for your family. And not only your immediate family, but your extended family. So if a man is not ready to hang up his hat of being a male whore, I don't know what the word is. You understand? Or not being committed to the role,
male whore.
then it is not for you. And it's simple as that.
You see, what are you laughing for?
Sorry, male whore. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, okay. But I
Couldn't find
I
another
agree.
word for it.
No, I agree. I'm actually endorsing everything that TJ says pertaining to that. I on it because I always feel that when you get married, your lives now are intertwined, and you are affecting future generations. If you know you're not ready, I agree. Leave the woman alone because she might be ready and you're not ready. So I already out the gate, you're unequally yoked.
Right.
Out the gate.
Right.
So you should just basically get what you need to get and then move towards that next step.
Okay.
So yeah, that one was easy question, man. Because if you're coming out the gate not being ready, then leave it pretty much alone.
Okay. I was just asking.
And we appreciate you for asking.
Okay.
Are we gonna take a little break now and shout out our number one sponsor? Who's our number one sponsor?
Higher BVI.
Higher BVI.
Just checking. Yeah, I better say that properly.
They made 10 this year.
Yes, they did.
And they're making big
It's
movements.
ironic, eh? We made 5 and they made 10.
Yeah. They have
Sorry, I
some-
noticed patterns.
They have some big movements going on with there.
So yes,
So we appreciate Higher BVI.
we are going to just stop 2 seconds to do our High BVI ad, and we will be right back.
Stick and stay.
At Higher BVI, we're not just about business. We're about empowering lives, and that is because we aspire to inspire. By choosing us, you're supporting a company that believes in equal opportunities, diversity, and community growth. Our mission goes beyond profit. It's about providing HR solutions, fostering talent, and leaving a positive impact. Join us in building a better future, a better BVI. Choose Higher BVI, where your support isn't just a transaction, it's a transformation. Together, we're changing lives in these beautiful Virgin Islands.
All right, so welcome back. I told you it would be very short. This is your girl Lola alongside.
Your girl Hennessy alongside.
Your boy T to the E to the J.
To the J.
Ah.
We just got to laugh at TJ, you know, because he
facts.
just sung so good saying it. It's just, when he's not here, we just sung so empty.
I don't appreciate that.
Why? It's true, we just sung empty.
We just sung just fine. Just missing
Just
T.
fine.
to-
Just fine.
Just fine.
I beg to differ.
You know what? That's okay. Per usual. Nothing
But
unusual.
Our topic for tonight is
Is marriage really for everyone?
The answer is no.
yes.
She was waiting for me. She was sure waiting for me. Oh my. She was definitely waiting for me.
Oh, we might have to do a photo finish to know which one coming first.
Because why?
But I do think the answer is yes. All right, so we have some messages. It says, but most women give men gender roles.
Wait, huh?
Most women give men gender roles.
Will you,
Okay,
so we
well.
distributing gender roles now?
Like what is expected of the men, what is expected of the women?
We have the
Like we were talking about, I guess, society,
like we have the
the
conversation.
gender rules.
Yes.
That women are evolving now.
Yes.
I don't know. That's the comments of someone.
Oh, okay.
All right. And I'm
saying.
also seeing, good night, not married yet, but I realize in a relationship, it's not always going to be 50-50. Most times 60-40, 70-30, or even 90-10. That joint partnership in commitment on days when you're not 100% is so important.
So I love that, and that's where love keeps you together, because it's not going to be the same every day.
I don't know.
And to love that person, regardless the percentage they are putting in, is a choice.
I think that's so hard. I don't know.
What's hard?
To have to communicate how you feel. For persons who have trouble
Okay.
communicating
Okay.
and being vulnerable with partners, it can be considered hard.
So
Because we're used to just shutting down and just not saying anything, or just saying what we want, just off the top of our heads and don't care about it. But like when you're actually committed and you're married to somebody, you can't just do that and run away and walk away. You still have to face your partner the next day, same night. It don't matter. They're going to still be there. You can't run away for too long, you know. So
full
I
size
think-
bed. Full size bed.
No. So I couch. Put me on the couch, uncle. I will stay on the couch. You could take the bedroom. But God ain't done with me yet. Because
Yeah.
there's a lot. I think.
Yeah, but
I
that's
think-
what mentally you have to get mental. All what you're talking about
Yes.
is mental, you know.
Yes.
It is mental, and when you shift that mental, when you realize that you're no longer you, it's we. You got to shift.
I think that's the problem too. Because
So
It's
I'm going to
just-
say this, Henny. A lot of people aren't able to do what you just did. Put it out there.
yeah.
And to be real about it.
Okay. So even though I'm saying it now to a partner, I would never say it. Right. Some people call me difficult and just, why you so hard and da. Because I just don't. It's like having to repeat the same thing over and over to different people. Because dating, that's what dating is. Yeah, oh my God, you get tired, and then the person, it just don't work out. And gotta go again. You have to start over again, and then you say it, and then it's so it gets tiring and frustrating in dating, mind you. So then now your one
Yes.
can't do load, or your soulmate could actually show up, and you could push them away because you're so tired of saying the same thing over and over, and the men or the women, please don't over me, might just not be.
So I'm going to say this. Because I know we like to, talk about soulmate. But when we are going off of our own, then we make the wrong choice. Many of us have.
Yes.
When we allow ourselves to allow God to lead us. Because there's a difference when we are on the throne of our lives versus when God is on the throne.
Ooh.
And this is just my experience. My experience is the right one is presented. And when you know that's the one, all the others, because all of what you're talking about, that one will be patient with you. That one is going to see through the hurt, the pain, the vulnerability.
Yes.
That's the one.
That's the
Because
soulmate.
That's the soulmate. Because at the end of the day, and even if there is a little turmoil or there's a little frustration, that one is going to bring it back, and he himself could be frustrated,
Yes.
But through his discipline and obedience, first and foremost to God, he brings twist the situation back around because I'll tell you this. I was in a relationship. Right? And the pots flying, the knife pulling, and at the end of the doors slamming, but at the end of it, I said, what did we resolve with all of that? I brought it back to the situation at hand. We're not going to run from it. We're not going to put it under the rug. We're going to deal with it. And your insecurities, we are going to deal with it because I also might have insecurities. And by me now exposing myself, the hope is that you do the same or at least see that I too am vulnerable and I'm going to be patient with your insecurities because it is more than you.
No, I am applauding her. I even applaud on my lap.
She had a lot of,
I
excitement
was-
going on.
I agree with everything TJ said. However, 60% of the men are not there.
Okay.
Facts. And
60%. Because that's ideal. That's what it should be.
yes.
This is what he's saying is what it should be. But everybody is not emotionally and mentally stable and sound to be that mature.
Yes.
I hear you.
Yes.
To me, the ingredient is simply this. If a man is willing, if a woman is willing to start, to at least admit where they are, then we can work with that. But you have to admit where you are and you have to want to do better.
You have to want to do
Because for me, to get here where I am, I had to go through hell in high water. I experienced a divorce. You understand? I had to fight against my humanistic mentality to do tit for tat and to fight back. Because I might not hit you with physically, but I can lash you with words. So I had to learn to hold my tongue. So getting to a position where one can now say something that could build somebody up, I have to realize that wasn't me 20 years ago.
Correct.
You understand? So at the end of the day, but I'm going to say this. It takes also a partner to know where you are. Because that's where the rib comes from. That's where the help meet comes from. Someone, you see, a lot of us just like to point fingers and blame the other for their shortcomings. And people don't realize that in blaming somebody else, you yourself has a shortcoming. You understand? So when we then, I grew up learning that you're 1 point, but 3 comes back at you. So when we learn to take the beam out of our eyes first and realize, look, we are all human here. I'm no better than you. I only got here through practice. Like what the caller said, we want to be in basketball. We got to practice. And practice don't make perfect. Practice make better.
Okay. Oh, boy.
But TJ, you're still reinforcing my point. Everybody ain't on that maturity level.
But we're going to get it.
Everybody
It's true.
may not be at that spiritual maturity.
It's true.
True.
So even though we may be here talking, about God, I would say 5 years ago, I wasn't at that spiritual maturity. You understand? So it's like, for me, what you saying penetrating, because it makes sense to me. But for somebody who's not there, it will go over their heads.
Right.
And they're not going to appreciate the things that you're saying because you, like a chess player, you're seeing 10 moves ahead when everybody else is just seeing 1 move or 2 moves ahead. And a lot of people are not grasping that. They are not emotionally, and Henny talks about all the time, the childhood trauma that causes individuals to still be holding on to this baggage that they're bringing on. Abandonment issues. We have so much different things out there now. We have names can't done.
A lot of names.
We got names can't done.
Plenty.
But if you know that you are going through and you ain't emotionally sound, You're not mentally ready. As Henny say, you can't sit down and have a civil conversation. You are not ready to get married.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean that marriage is not for you. It just means you're not ready now.
Okay.
And that's what I want us to understand. It is meant for us. We are supposed to get married. However, because we have our hang-ups, because we have our doubts and we have our childhood trauma and issues, we are going to fix our brain to wire it to say it's not for us. So you undoing. And to me, I see that as, you could come for me, I don't mind. But that means you don't believe. Because we know what. Anyway.
We have a comment on the live. It says, entertaining any conversation of marriage without God is a waste of time.
Amen. But again, even though you might bring the God in, a lot of people, it's just talk. They don't really follow through with what the principles stand for.
It's true. I mean,
You know, we say, you know, I mean, I'll use myself as a perfect example. It's not until the other year I actually understand that the first way that you can show that you love God is by loving your husband. God, the Bible says so.
He looked like a proud daddy. Oh God, a proud father.
I'm proud of you.
She got it, didn't she?
I'm proud of you.
Because we're supposed to love God like, no, how we say? We're supposed to love God like how we love the church. No,
As
the
men.
church like how we love God.
Men
Yes.
supposed to love
No.
the wife, love the church.
Yes, right. So
Loves
all
your wife as God loves, as Jesus, love the
as
church.
I love the church,
Right.
right. So at the end of the day, I know my phone gonna be blowing up now, but that's okay. But but really and truly, a lot of persons are not there spiritually.
Yes.
So it just goes over their head, as I indicated, and they don't seem to get it. And I don't know. In our past shows, we spoke a lot about red flags and orange flags and all the different, you know, we try to paint flags to look
Right.
green and
Right.
all of that kind of stuff. But if this person, and I'm not going to say man because most times it's a woman,
Correct.
but if this individual is still going through battling trauma, they are not ready.
Correct.
I didn't say marriage is not for them. I said they're not ready to get married right now.
Right. And I agree. And being the only single ton on the team, I agree. Because we're talking about different perspectives in, you know, on a marriage where people don't get married. And, you know, we mentioned love and different things, but mentally, you have to be ready.
You got to be ready.
You have to be willing to be vulnerable with another being, you know, and of course, and spiritually you have to be open with God and stuff like that to be able to handle the massive work it takes for a marriage. Cause you could buy a wedding dress and be pretty, put on makeup and slap on your wig and some nice little nails and be cute, take pictures on that day, but before you know it, that day gonna be finished. What gonna happen the next day and the other day and the other days to come, you know? So it's a lot. I just want for us to ponder, cause I'm pondering.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. And I've heard persons before say, oh, I wish I was like so and so. They've been together for like 30 something years and look at them. They're still whatever. Guys, I want you all to understand. You seeing them at year 30, but I'm sure if you ask them, they will tell you you didn't want to see them at year 5, year 6, maybe year 11 and 14. And maybe year 21.
Yes.
Don't
I've heard
envy nobody. You don't know what their years for them to get to that 30. You don't know all the other years back there that wasn't good. But they stick and stayed, you know, and I well, stuck and stayed. But I want people to understand that, because we tend to, again, look at the outside and we don't know what people are actually going through
It is so
in
true.
their marriage. But
It is so
again,
true.
that does not mean that marriage is not for everybody.
Yeah, I think a lot of us too tend to look at a lot of singles these days tend to look at the negative parts
The negative
of marriage,
parts.
which is divorce. And we see how high the rate of divorce is. So it's like, well, if they didn't stay together, I don't think it's going to work for me. Not knowing that your dynamic could be different, because then you have to be the one to water your own grass. You have to be the one to be willing to walk in this situation. So it's like we tend to really just look at the negatives because we hear about, oh, it's so much work. But then it's like, oh, but if that person is staying together, you know. So, I don't know. It's tricky. A lot of what we're saying here is valid, especially what Lola and TJ been saying. I just sitting down and listening, you know, taking it all in. But it takes work on yourself and then work in the marriage as well. So,
And I'll say this too, because I don't want people to go away with the fact, with anything to say that there's not joy in the work. The work is what you make it. You understand? And for the time that I've been married, I've enjoyed the work. I have enjoyed learning about myself, seeing my growth.
I ain't about that.
And at the end of the day, sometimes I mightn't have seen the growth, but my wife tells me
Right.
whether I am
You
growing or
enjoy the
not.
growth?
I have enjoyed the growth, because with growth comes that maturity.
But no, I don't. Again, I'm playing with words, but I agree. I enjoy it when it's done. I don't enjoy it while it's
While you're going through it.
happening.
going through.
So I don't
I've
enjoy the growth.
I've enjoyed the growth
'Cause
because sometimes you got to look back, and when you look back, you end up smiling, you end up laughing, and you end up realizing it took me this long to get it.
Yeah, pretty much.
It took me this long to get it.
Pretty much.
Man, if I had gotten this thing a long time ago, we would have been in Japan, or we'd been in Asia, we'd have been doing, you know, because at the end of the day, when you have accomplished, or when you've gotten over a trauma, because I don't want us to think that sometimes when you get into these things, trauma doesn't come. Sometimes it comes. Sometimes you get married to someone and you don't, and this is the other thing, you don't know everything about the person. So the longer you get married, the more things are revealed. The more guards are being let down. The more you get to see the person for who they are and the things that they're struggling with. And when you realize, we have overcome that. We've overcome that. We've overcome that. You can then pat yourself on the back and say, okay, we get in there. We ain't fully there, but we get in there. And there's joy in that.
So I can
Well, joy
put you on the
as some.
spot. That's what I said. But I can put you on the spot now. So if everybody has this maturity and this spiritual connection that you are
The question, you know, watch.
thriving
Here comes the
for,
question, TJ.
so aren't you ultimately saying
Watch. That marriage is for everyone.
that marriage is for everybody?
I know you were coming. I know you were coming.
No.
Thank you. No, it still not is.
So
Persons don't
I'll
want
say
to
this.
be.
So I'll say this.
Because that is a mindset. They choose to do that.
Yeah. So that is marriage. Marriage is a choice, and to not be married is also a choice. There are those persons who would say double income, no kids, perfect.
Facts, let's go.
Double income, no children, perfect. There are persons that will say, and the reason I'm saying so is because many persons have their own ideology of what, or idea of what marriage is.
Yes.
There are those persons who said, look, I'm already in a committed relationship. I don't need to make it legal because that's where they are. That's who they are. Some people might say, look, I have on the ring for 7 years, but that's it. They don't want nothing else. They have settled. This is what they want. It's not like, and they are committed. No, I could jump in on a religious path and say, no, that's wrong. No, but at the end of the day, it's your choice. It's your choice who you want to settle down with. It's your choice if you want to make this thing legal with a certificate. It's your choice. So it isn't for everyone, because there are those persons who are also saying, look, I prefer to come home when I want, turn the key when I want, go out when I want.
when I want.
So there are those people who say, look, I don't want a commitment of marriage. My parents are dead. I answer to nobody. Boom. There are those. So in actuality, is a relationship important? Yes. Did God create us to be an island? No. Is marriage a choice? Yes. Is it for everyone?
No.
No.
No. Because everybody don't get up and, like you say, it's a choice.
It's a
You have
choice.
to get up and choose the person, choose to be there, choose to love, choose to do. Some people just want to do for selfish. I know one lady, when I met her, she said, I am selfish and I don't want any children because I am selfish, and I don't want to be married because I am selfish. I am for me, and that's that. And she stuck with it, and that's what it is.
And I respect somebody
You
like
understand?
that.
So she was upfront with it and stuff like that. So there are persons who just like, they say, nah, being a mother is not my jam. That I don't have a mother bone in my body. I'm not getting children. Being a wife, that's not my body. It's just persons have their choice. Just how God gave us choices. They have their choice
They have a
to
choice.
be married or not to be married. They have people, like you say, together for over 30 years, have big grown children, and they decide that, oh, this paper, they feel that this paper marriage is going to change the whole dynamic of what they have. Some of us who think that, well, that don't make no sense because technically you're married, you know what I'm saying? So it's just for persons to.
I do not agree. I'm just putting that out there.
Of course you
So
don't.
whether or not it is a choice, and we know that it is a choice, but that does not dismiss the fact that it was created, it was designed for us by God. So whether we want to, because everything, as y'all keep saying, is a choice. Everything is a choice. We choose not to, but that doesn't mean that God did not design it to be so.
Got you.
We to be making it about us,
Human.
and we are deciding it's not for us, but that doesn't make it less for us.
I understand.
That's all I'm saying. Who gave you the authority to say it's not for you?
Oh,
Because God gave you that freedom of will.
okay.
But that does not mean that it was not designed for you. That's
Okay.
all Lola is saying.
Understood. Yeah, bro. That.
All right, so
We're going to give you that one. We're going to
We gonna lower, right?
We're going to lower.
Lower. I understand what
we
she
gonna
mean.
make the
I
argument
understand
about
what
it.
she
We're
mean.
going to lower. We're going to
So
lower.
I understand what y'all are saying
let her
too.
have her thing.
Yeah, let's yeah.
No, I understand what y'all are saying. But at the end of the day, it doesn't come down to what we say. We are governed by something bigger. And if it was designed by someone bigger, who are we? Anyway,
You go. Hello.
So-
That's just
That's-
effects of being happily married. People, that's just effects of being happily married. That's all it is.
We are allowing her to.
Okay, so we are allowing her to have her joy. This is her joy, right? Joy. Yes. She's
All right,
proudly
so-
speaking.
I'm just saying. All right, so I have 4 questions here
Oh,
that
Lord.
talks about discernment. Is marriage for me? Okay, so these are reflection questions, right? It says, the first one asks, do I desire companionship and partnership, or do I feel called to a different path? The second one, am I pursuing marriage out of pressure, fear, or genuine conviction? The third one, how do my faith and values inform my view of marriage? And the last one, can I live a life full, purposeful without marriage? Now, these aren't easy questions, but they are worth asking yourself
Yes.
at the end of the day. You know, but I'll end by pretty much saying that marriage is a gift, but so is singleness.
Yes.
I would say that because we do have a lot of persons in the Bible who remain single, and I would say none is superior over the other in today's society. None is, but what matters most is you living out happy. Don't go into something because of something or someone.
Right.
You should go into it because you want to be. Because listen, as I tell these here all the time, nothing beats a peace of mind, you know. When I lie down in the nighttime, I want to lie down with a peace of mind. It is priceless.
Sleep pad and dribble with it.
It is priceless.
Yes, it is. It really is.
So I'm going to piggyback on what you said about happiness. And I'm going to add, so I'm just going to say a little bit about my story, I wasn't looking for happiness. I was looking for a purpose-driven marriage. I didn't want to get married just to get married.
Right.
Right?
Okay.
I didn't want to get married for the emotional high of, you know what, when I need a booty call, I can have it when I need it. I wanted to get married for purpose, and that purpose must be driven, that purpose must drive myself and my wife for the kingdom of God. So at the end of the day, for those of people who want to just get married because they want to get married, I'm not against you. But for me, why? Because the commitment, when you are purpose-driven, the commitment is real. So outside of happiness, getting married for a purpose, for a higher goal, for a higher calling than that of your own, is also a glue that keeps the marriage together. Because when you are in time of war with each other, what brings you back down to ground zero is the purpose. That supersedes anything else. So purpose-driven is one of the reasons why I decided to get married. Yeah.
Yeah, and I still think it comes back to your gut as well. If you are with this person, and we're going to go back to my scenario, for 7 years, and you're not seeing any listen, don't get upset. God trying to shield you from something. I don't know. But at the end of the day, you have to know. You have to want to do this. Don't go into something because that's what's expected of you.
Right.
You should want to do this. And the person that you were with, you can get sick of them. You understand? But at the end of the day, that's your person. That's your person. And all of that is going to take some maturity. Because you're going to want to tell them some mother schooner, at the end of the day.
I like that one.
However, you really and truly are committed. You got to put on your big girl panty or your big boy brief, and you have to work things out. Everybody is not there, but that's your person. Bob Marley say you got to know who you're going to fight for. At the end of the day, you have to know who that person that you are willing to go to bat for.
Yep.
And if that person, and I'm saying a lot of things have to be intertwined with God, because we know it can have times that can come that can shake the unit. And if you are not solid, if you are not grounded, I'm telling you, it can wash away. So you have to make sure that whatever you do, you cover your spouse and you stand up for them. Speak words. We had a show about that. Speak words of victory over them. Be patient with them like how God is patient with you. at the end of the day, all of these things would basically help you decide, you know, I can fight for this thing. So I don't know. I'm a lot better now.
Praise the Lord.
You know, and I do feel that it is because of my helpmate. Because I telling you, I want my high horse. I was a force to reckon with, and they bring me down a lot. You know, and all of that is because, as TJ say, of growth, maturity, and letting go. Because trust me, that was very hard. I began the show by talking about sacrifice and compromise. I have learned to use those words now.
Wow.
Hush. Just walk away. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Just leave it alone. But marriage brings out a different person. When it's now two of you and you realize, to me, it does sandpaper you. It does make you grow into this being that is just...
I'm going to specify a healthy marriage should make you grow.
Okay. Yeah, you hung up on words too.
Yes,
so thank you for that injection.
A healthy marriage should make you grow, because some persons are married and they're still stagnant in purpose.
Yes.
And stuff. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kingdom
That's
marriages. Anyway.
So
That's true.
we thank you for joining us tonight on the LoveLink. And if this episode spoke to you, don't forget to what did I say? Love it up, like it up,
Like it up, love
share
it up,
it up. All right, because
Share
you
the
never know, you might have a friend out there that needs to hear this.
Yes.
Don't forget to subscribe, give us a rating, leave a comment, give us something.
Yes, subscribe to our YouTube channel, guys.
So
I'm going to do my little bit and I'm going to be going. Anyways, it says, marriage is a beautiful gift, but it isn't the only path God gives us. Ecclesiastes 3:1 reminds us to everything there's a season and a time for every purpose under heaven. Whether single or married, your worth is not defined by status, but by God's love and purpose for your life. So walk in the season He has you in fully, faithfully, and joyfully.
I love that.
Awesome.
I actually
Awesome.
we can't say anything else other than
Awesome.
that. It's just you're just basically saying you're whole, you're loved,
Yeah.
regardless of your marital status. You know, married or not,
Yep.
you are loved.
Yep.
Awesome.
All right.
All
Well, until we have anything to say again?
No,
No?
I'm good.
Oh, well, until we link again, we see you next time
All right.
on the LoveLink Show.
Definitely.
Good night. We saying good night? No.
Hello, are we out of
Sorry.
sync? What's going on?
Sorry.
And with that, we say
Good night. It's been a minute. Don't beat me up.